the S26 just showed up on Geekbench with not one, but two different processors. While we've been hearing rumors about the S26 for months, real benchmark results are starting to surface. The Korean version of the S26 has officially been tested with Samsung's brand new Exynos 2600 chip. This is huge news because it's the world's first 2nm processor using Samsung's most advanced manufacturing process. But here's the thing. While Samsung is making some impressive technical advances, there are also some disappointing decisions that might leave fans frustrated. Today we're going to break down everything we know about the S26, from the exciting new chip performance to the features Samsung is still refusing to give us. Let's start with the big news about the Exynos 2600 processor. The Korean S26, model number SMS942N, just ran through Geekbench testing. This phone was powered by the Exynos 2600 with the model number S59965. The test unit had 12 gigs of RAM and was running Android 16, which will likely come with One UI 8.5 on top. Now, what makes the Exynos 2600 special is that it's built on Samsung's 2nm GAA manufacturing node. The GAA stands for Gate-All-Around, which is a more advanced way of building transistors compared to older methods. This new chip has a 10-core CPU setup using ARM latest C1 Ultra and C1 Pro cores. According to Samsung, this new CPU will be 39% faster than the previous Exynos 2500 CPU. That's a pretty significant jump in performance if these claims hold up in real-world use. The Geekbench results also revealed that the Exynos 2600 comes with a Samsung Xclipse 960 GPU. Samsung claims this GPU has double the computing power compared to the Exynos 2500 GPU. They also say it offers 50% better ray tracing performance, which is great news for mobile gaming. The unofficial word is that this GPU is based on AMD with RDNA 4 architecture. This would be a big upgrade from the RDNA 2 architecture used in previous Samsung chips. Now, we also have benchmark results for the US version of the S26. The American model, with SMS942U, will come with Qualcomm's Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 processor. The S26 Ultra for the US market, model SMS948U, will also use the same Snapdragon chip. This means we're looking at the classic Samsung split again. Exynos for some regions, Snapdragon for others. We know Korea will definitely get the Exynos version, and rumors suggest Europe will too. But we haven't seen any European S26 models show up in benchmarks yet. Keep in mind that these are pre-release benchmark results, so the final performance might be different when the phones actually launch. But these early results give us a good idea of what to expect from Samsung's next flagship phones. Now let's talk about some of the things that have people disappointed about the Galaxy S26 Ultra. The biggest complaint is about the battery capacity. Samsung is expected to stick with the same 5000 mAh battery that we've seen in 5 straight Ultra models. That means the S21 Ultra, S22 Ultra, S23 Ultra, S24 Ultra, S25 Ultra, and now the S26 Ultra all have the exact same battery size. This is frustrating when you look at what other Android phone makers are doing. Some Chinese brands are putting 7000 mAh batteries or even larger in their flagship phones. With all the power-hungry features like 4K video recording, AI processing, and high refresh displays, people want better battery life. Another missing feature that people keep asking for is 3D Face Unlock. Apple introduced Face ID way back in 2017, and it works great. Chinese brands like Honor have also added secure 3D Face Unlock systems to their phones. These systems are now fast, small, and secure. They're not the bulky modules we used to see. But Samsung still only offers their ultrasonic fingerprint scanner. Don't get me wrong, Samsung's fingerprint reader is excellent and very reliable. But why not give users both options? Some people prefer Face Unlock, others prefer fingerprint scanning. The micro SD card slot is another feature that Samsung removed and refuses to bring back. With 4K 60 frames per second video recording, log video features, and apps getting bigger all the time, Phone storage fills up quickly. Cloud storage isn't always convenient, especially if you have limited data or poor internet connection. A micro SD slot would let users expand storage cheaply and transfer files easily. But Samsung seems determined to keep this feature buried in the past. Here's another complaint that might surprise you. Many people want a Galaxy Ultra without the S Pen. Now, the S Pen is definitely a signature Samsung feature, and some people love it. But the truth is, most Galaxy Ultra buyers rarely use their S Pen, if they use it at all. That S Pen takes up valuable space inside the phone. That space could be used for a bigger battery or better cooling system. Many users would love to have a choice, one Ultra model with the S Pen and another without it but with better performance. Unfortunately, Samsung doesn't seem interested in offering that option. The telephoto camera situation is also disappointing. Samsung used to lead the industry in smartphone zoom technology. The Ultra phones have dual telephoto cameras, but the 3x telephoto hasn't improved much in recent years. Users report that it has a small sensor, produces noisy images, and lacks detail compared to the main camera. There were rumors that Samsung might finally upgrade the 3x telephoto camera for the S26 Ultra. But those rumors have mostly gone quiet, which means we might get another year with the same old camera. Charging speed is getting a small improvement, but it's still conservative. Rumors suggests Samsung might finally move from 45 watt to 60 watt fast charging on the S26 Ultra. That's definitely a step in the right direction, but it's still slow compared to the competition. Flagship phones from Chinese brands routinely offer 80 watt or even 100 watt charging speeds. Some of these phones can charge to 90% in just 30 minutes. For people who charge their phones on the go or forget to charge overnight, that kind of speed is life-changing. There's also some news about the S Pen colors for the S26 Ultra. According to leaked images, Samsung is changing how they color the S Pen. Instead of making the entire S Pen match the phone's color like they used to, they're taking a more boring approach. The main body of the S Pen will only come in black or white. Only the clickable tip will match the phone's color. The leaked colors include cobalt violet, sky blue, black, and silver. Some people might actually prefer this two-tone look, especially for the cobalt violet and sky blue versions. But it feels like a cost-cutting measure, especially considering how much the Ultra phones cost. This is also part of a bigger trend of Samsung reducing S Pen features. Last year, they removed S Pen support from the Z Fold series. They also removed Bluetooth features from the Galaxy S25 Ultra's S Pen. Now they're making the S Pen colors more generic. It feels like Samsung is slowly reducing the importance of the S Pen feature. So why is Samsung playing it so safe with the S26 Ultra? The truth is, Samsung is in a comfortable position in most markets outside of Asia. In Western markets, their main competitors are Apple and Google. Both of these companies are also pretty conservative with hardware changes. In Asia, Chinese brands are much more aggressive with specifications and pricing. But in Europe and North America, Samsung doesn't face that same pressure. This creates a situation where Samsung can afford to make smaller, safer changes. They know their phones will still sell well even without groundbreaking new features. The S26 is shaping up to be a solid phone with some impressive technical improvements. The new Exynos 2600 processor looks promising, and the performance gains could be significant. But Samsung is also playing it frustratingly safe in many areas. The same battery capacity, missing features like 3D face unlock, and conservative charging speeds show that Samsung isn't pushing boundaries like they used to. What do you think about Samsung's approach to the S26? Are you excited about the new Exynos 2600 processor, or are you more disappointed about the missing features? Let me know in the comments below which features you wish Samsung would finally add to their Ultra phones. So that's all we know for now. We'll be sure to keep you updated as soon as we have more information. Thanks for watching.